AI is taking over the business world faster than pretty much anything we've ever seen. But, with that incredible speed comes a huge, often overlooked risk. So, in this explainer, we're going to ask a really critical question. As you're pulling AI into your workflow, are your company's secrets actually safe? Let's find out. This quote from Ryan at Ready Plan Grow just hits the nail on the head. Think about it for a second. We're not talking about some abstract data points here. We're talking about your financial numbers, your secret plans for the next quarter, the stuff that gives you an edge over the competition. I mean, if that leaks, the consequences could be absolutely devastating. And that right there, that's the big blind spot. So many companies are rushing to use these amazing AI tools, but they're doing it without really thinking through the security side of things. They're basically just feeding their most sensitive data into a black box with no real clue where it's going, how it's being stored, or who might get their hands on it later. So how do you protect yourself? Well, the answer really lies in understanding this one crucial thing. It's called SOC2 Compliance. Just think of it as the industry's gold standard, It's the ultimate seal of approval for data security. So what is SOC2 exactly? Well, it's this super rigorous cybersecurity framework that makes sure service providers, like an AI company, are handling your data the right way. And this isn't just them saying they're secure. It's them proving it through professional audits. If an AI tool has that SOC2 compliance, it means they've shown they can actually be trusted with your most important information. Okay, but here's the catch. You can't just see a SOC 2 badge and think you're all good. There's a really crucial difference you gotta know about. And that difference is between Type 1 and Type 2. So a Type 1 report, that's kind of like a snapshot in time. It says, hey, on this one particular day, our security looked pretty good. But a Type 2 report, now that's the whole movie. It's like security camera footage that proves their security controls actually work consistently over a long period of time. We're talking 3 to 12 months. For any serious business stuff, Type 2 is what you want. It's the real deal. And this brings us to a reality that's, it's pretty startling. Even though this is so important, the vast majority of AI tools that your teams are probably using right now, they probably don't meet this standard. There is a massive compliance gap in the AI world. So, just how big is that gap? Well, a recent study found that a staggering 71%. Yeah, 71%. That means nearly 3 out of every 4 companies are using AI tools that might not meet these core security standards. Just think about that. That is a huge amount of corporate data just out there, exposed to potential risk every single day. So you've got to wonder, right? If SOC2 is so important, why aren't all these AI companies getting it done? Well, it really comes down to a few big hurdles. First up, it's crazy expensive, and it takes a long time. We're talking 50 grand or more, and 6 to 12 months. For a startup, that's tough. Second, a lot of them just don't have the internal security set up to even pass an audit. And finally, everything is moving so fast. Innovation is just flying ahead, and security is struggling to keep up. All right, enough with the doom and gloom. Let's talk solutions. How can you, right now, check out any AI tool and make sure your data is actually safe? I'm going to give you a super simple, really powerful 3-point checklist. Okay, here's what you need to look for. Number 1, demand that SOC 2 Type 2 report we talked about. Number 2, make sure they have a zero training policy. This is a promise that they won't use your confidential stuff to train their public models. And number 3, for the absolute highest level of security, ask about something called Customer Managed Encryption Keys, or CMEK. This is a game changer. It means you hold the keys to your data, not them. It gives you the ultimate control. And look, let me be crystal clear about this. For any sensitive, important work your company is doing, a SOC 2 Type 2 report that you can actually see should be completely non-negotiable. In fact, most big business customers are now making this a mandatory thing before they'll even talk to an AI vendor. And the good news is, the big players are getting the message. As you can see here, major platforms like OpenAI's enterprise version, Google Cloud, and Stability AI, they've all achieved SOC 2 Type 2 compliance. It's really becoming the standard you should expect from any serious business-grade tool. Now, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, ChatGPT, because there is a critical warning that everyone absolutely needs to hear. When it comes to security, not all versions of ChatGPT are the same, not even close. And I know what you're probably thinking right now. Wait, I use ChatGPT every single day. Isn't it safe? And this, right here, is where that security blind spot becomes a massive danger. All right, listen up, because this might be the most important thing you hear today. The secure SOC 2 compliant versions are things like ChatGPT Enterprise, the education version, or if you use their API directly. But the public versions, the free one, the pro subscription that tons of people use, those are not compliant. They are a huge no-go for sensitive company information. I'm going to say that again because it is so, so important. The public version of ChatGPT that millions of us use every day is not a safe place for your company's sensitive data, period. And look, to put a fine point on it, let me just quote our source material directly. This is not, I repeat, not a safe environment to add financials or any sensitive data. You're just putting all of that critical information at risk. So, at the end of the day, it really comes down to this one question. I want you to go back and take a hard look at the AI tools you and your team are using every day. Are they a true, secure partner that's helping you succeed? Or are they a hidden liability, just waiting to cause a major problem? The choice is yours.